folks, Jason here with another quick music theory tip. In this video I'm going to show you a way to spice up your cadence practice at the piano using an augmented triad to move to different keys. If you're a pianist, you've probably played this progression thousands of times. The 1 to the 4 to the 1 to the 5 back to the 1. And you probably do this moving through different keys. You might go up chromatically and do it, so on and so forth. But in this video, I'm going to show you a way you can mix it up and actually practice modulating using the augmented triad. So I'm going to keep everything in this original pattern. We'll start in C the same, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, the 1 chord. But when I get to the 5 chord, I'm going to take the 5th of the 5 chord and I'm going to move it up a half step to make this an augmented triad. So the 5 becomes the 5 plus, or the 5 augmented. Now this is important because the 5 augmented, or really any augmented triad, is a chameleon chord. It's sort of a gateway or pivot chord, meaning that it can function as the 5 chord in more than one key. This G triad, or G augmented triad that I'm playing, is not just a G augmented triad functioning as the 5 augmented chord in the key of C. It can also function as a B augmented, which is the 5 chord in the key of E, or it could function as an E flat augmented, or the 5 chord in the key of A flat, right? So again, if I were just play this chord by itself, it's kind of nebulous and ambiguous in terms of where it can resolve to, because it has those 3 options: G augmented as the 5 chord in the key of C, B augmented as the 5 chord in the key of E, B augmented as the 5 chord, or excuse me, E flat augmented as the 5 chord in the key of A flat. So in this exercise, what I'm doing is I'm doing the 1, 4, 1, 5 augmented in the original key, but then using this as a gateway to move us to a different key. So this G augmented also functions as a B augmented in the key of E. This B augmented also functions as an E flat augmented in the key of A flat, which also functions as G augmented in the key of C. So I'm essentially moving from the key of C to the key of E to the key of A flat back to the key of C. 1, 4, 1 in C, 5 augmented now in the key of E, 1, 4, 1, 5 augmented now in the key of A flat, 1, 4, 1, 5 augmented now in the key of C. Now, of course, don't just practice this starting in the C root position, practice it in different inversions and different keys, right? But we'll stay in C. I'm going to do C. So I got 1 in first inversion, 1, 4, 1, 5. Now I'm still going to move to E, 1, 4, 1, 5. Now I'm going to move to A flat, 1, 4, 1, 5, back to C. And last but not least, in second inversion, 1, 4, 1, 5. Now this is going to function as the B augmented in the key of E, 1, 4, 1, 5, E flat augmented in the key of A flat, 1, 4, 1, 5 augmented back to C.